7 p.m. Pacific. You guys know what that means. You guys know what that means. There it is.
And we're live, everybody.
I was gonna say, is there like
Wow, wow. K-Pro Cow, pow, wow, wow. It's the K-Pro Cow, pow, wow, wow. They want to find the treasure, they want to find it now. They are K-Pro and they are cow. They're going over it and over it and over it again. This treasure hunt created by Forrest Fenn. Sing it! K-Pro Cow, pow, wow. K-Pro Cow, pow, wow, wow. It's the K-Pro Cow, pow, wow. Marion and Indy are what they're like, although their real names are Christy and Mike. Can they pin down the treasure? They just might. Tune in to find out Monday nights. K-Pro Cow, pow, wow. K-Pro Cow, pow, wow, wow. It's the K-Pro Cow, pow, wow.
All right, everybody. How you doing, K-Pro?
I am great. How are you?
Good, good, good.
Copper Dan is here. Copper Dan. I named him, and he gave me a golden penis.
Yeah,
Just saying. Oh, and I told you I would.
Copper Dan.
I told you I'd bring that tonight, Copper Dan, because we got a chit chat. Oh, wait. I think there it is. Oh, there's Copper Dan. Okay, so those of you that don't know, as people are filing in the room, here is what Copper Dan gave me. Here, let me put it the right way. See, it's a frog. But when I did it, I went like this.
Yeah, it's just the way it looks in that
so wrong. And Copper Dan, I apologize, but now it's kind of there. I haven't named him, but look at that 3D bronze, dipped it in gold. Look at that. He's like Copper Dan's the nicest. Oh, wait, but then I have more presents. Oh, it's upstairs. JK gave me a frog too. My friends give me frogs. Mike, you gave me the first frog. And so thank you to everybody. Is Indy in the room? Hi, Indy. We need to talk. I want to talk with you because I just need to talk with you. I think you're lovely. So I wanted to say one thing I haven't told Mike. We have a lot to talk about tonight because we have some new hunts. We might have some updates on some other hunts that have been existing. But the one thing that I find, if you ever throw in your mind, should I go to a searcher event? Once you meet somebody in person, it is so amazing because it's not just, even though, like, I'll give you an example. I feel like I know Holly. I haven't met Holly. When I meet Holly one day, I will feel like I know her more. JK Pioneer is a great example. JK, I just met. Now I know him at a whole different level. And when I see him, I go, oh. And so I've met lots of people at lots of different events.
How'd that go?
Oh.
Making sure I had that right.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, if we do have World Series of Fenn information coming up, and I hope you consider coming because it is great to meet people. I think it's awesome. So.
Well, show. All right, I'm actually emailing the link.
And then you might get a present of a golden penis.
Nice. That Dan wants you to rub.
So inappropriate. So inappropriate. It's not okay. But I did have another prank. And now it was my search dad because he heard what Greg did. He heard what Copper Dan did. So he pulled a prank on me. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, I'm actually emailing. You know, last time I said we have a mail list. I think people didn't get confused. It's an email list. We don't actually send you anything in the mail. Although, yeah, but not yet. We don't actually send you anything in the mail. It's an email list, and it's an email list for our little Zooms we do and when we go live. So I'm just sending that out. I meant to do it earlier, but it's been another long day. So trying to get stuff done. But the good news is, everybody, all the Vegas dies are in the mail.
Mike, how many trips did you make to the post office?
3 trips to the post office today to get
Oh,
it done.
today you made some trips,
Well,
or
no, it was
at
all
least.
done today. It was just because I didn't get the books until Thursday at the end of the day from Steven. And then because I had computer issues, which I'm hoping are resolved, it's just been a long weekend. But we get it done. I got it done. Stood in line in the
No, but
sun for about 40
you
minutes,
went
but
to the
that's okay.
post office on Saturday. The line was so long that you
Yeah.
couldn't
Well,
get
I
in. So
cycled through it. But I
so
ran
it
my
has
prayer
been
rate. That's why I didn't. Whatever.
it's been a
Anyway.
feat. He got it done.
Vegas Die books are in the mail, everybody. So you will get your book soon. And after the live show today, we are going to go live. We can talk about Vegas Die. We can talk about the Tumble Load. We can Tumblebear Load. We can talk about AGK. We can talk about whatever you want, and that'll be a private Zoom. So make sure you email me to get on the list if you want in. There's Mr. Clue is doing a Catan hint. There's all kinds
Tomorrow.
of things going on. Okay.
Tomorrow. There's so much to say. Indy, I just want to, there's nothing big. I just want to tag up with you. And Bobby D says the AGK treasure is safe for now. Or is it? Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, did he go looking for it? Is that what was up?
That's where the guys were.
Oh,
Bobby
that's
D
right.
was
They
in the
drove it.
crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they actually had a spot to go check, or they didn't see any big billboard that said a gypsy's kiss this way, or anything crazy.
Yeah, there might have been like we should talk about that too. The Gypsy's Kiss presence.
Okay. So we're still in we got a little NFL parlay bet going on. We're still in K Pro. So first game went well. We'll see how
Okay, we means Mike told me at the end of the first game, hey, we have some money on this and you might want to, and it was great because you didn't say the Steelers, you said root for the white team. White and gold, white and blue, white and
black and yellow is Pittsburgh.
black,
And yellow,
whatever.
and yellow.
Whatever.
What's up, Minotaur Moreno? Okay.
Yes.
What's up, Czar? Can we talk about weddings? What's that all about, huh?
I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's talking about some others in the chat that finally came out. I'm not going to out you until you're ready to be outed in this chat. I'm excited. There's another search couple out there, and someone may have introduced them on a blind date, and I'm not going to say who it was, but there we go. There you go. There you have it. There it is.
And there's Dolos. That's right, Eleanor. Well, if you come into one of our private Zooms, maybe you can spark it, where somebody will get the thing you're missing.
Well, and here's the other thing. I heard a rumor today. Here's a little rumor I'm going to repeat. I usually don't repeat rumors. Here you go. I heard Bally's is going to be opening soon.
You know what that means? That means we can try to plan the World Series of Fenn. But yeah, first we got to get.
So World Series of Fenn is definitely going to be the January 29th, 30th weekend. We just don't know if it's going to be Bally's. I was worried that they weren't even going to open back up. World Series of Fenn is going to be epic because friends are coming together that were Forrest Fenners, but now they've kind of splintered. We might have some things in. Yeah, we might have some things in store. That's all I'm saying. So
yeah, I'm still eating, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah. Okay. So I might have come out. Czar, come on. Vegas party, definitely, Andy. Okay. So what do we have to talk about tonight? I'm not sure if you saw. What is it? Tumblebear Load is out there, gone from 16 subscribers to like 130 something, 1,600 views, had less than 100 views. He did a little shout out to Mike. He said, thank you to Cowlazars. He's going to be putting out an update. A lot of you, Jenny did a write up. There's some controversy because she put in her article, she's been told it's in a different area than we were told, or we figured out.
144 subscribers, almost 1,800 views. Okay. And hello, and thank you for viewing. This is 7 hours ago. I want to thank Cowlazars for finding my mostly unnoticed video that I discreetly posted. I said there are a lot of questions and perhaps a little bit of skepticism. This is to be expected. The hunt is indeed valid as well as the silver. So it is real silver for all you doubters out there. Here soon, I will post a follow-up video mostly to provide some transparency, answer a few questions, and instill some confidence in the treasure hunting community. Take care and good hunting. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, and I wanted to say some people are already giving him a very hard time. saying, is this real? Is this real? How much of your $1 is going to the prize pool because it's just not enough to put all that silver in a huge box in there? Um, guys, I think we're all raw from Forrest Fenn. That does not mean we need to give somebody a hard time for doing what is seemingly a nice thing. There's a lot of these out there. I don't think he was looking for this explosion in the last 2 days. He's what, 1,500% increase in views. And so we just,
All I can say is
Don't be a player hater.
because how do you criticize somebody that hides all that silver and says, I'm going to charge the big dollar for you to see my map?
well, how much of that are you donating?
None of your business. That's how much. I mean, I could say a couple other things, but I won't. I'll keep
I
it
know,
to
I'm not
myself.
either. I'm not either.
Yeah.
So, so in general, we here want to support anybody that, and you know what? It's called capitalism. If you want, I don't think he'll make even $1, but if he did, that's called eating. That's called paying rent. That's okay. Are the
Area 51, baby, and Area 15 opens on today.
Minotaur, that
no,
is
Thursday.
Bob Lazars. In case you don't know, because now I get to watch documentaries on this.
That's right.
Aliens, Bigfoot.
Check out Commander Fravor. If you guys don't know who that is, check out Commander Fravor. You'll see.
Okay,
You
so
start to see the truth. That's a
so
different
we
YouTube channel.
so we're going to talk a lot about that hunt tonight because some people said no, it's in New York. No, it's in Idaho, but it's much more south. What is your information? So we're going to give you guys a
Which
what?
treasure hunt? Or you just mean in general?
No, loads. The bear
Well, okay, K-Pro. Hold this closer, but K-Pro. I heard a rumor that somebody thought we were misleading people. What do you have to say to that? Is that a rumor? Did somebody make that accusation?
They did. They thought you didn't share what it was. You know, okay, I will tell you, I get more hate mail right now than I have normally. I think people are really, really raw. And they're like, you put it in the, you said it in chat, but you didn't give away everything. You need to walk through it. And for that, I have two things to say. We are treasure hunters. I will never mislead. When somebody said it's in New York, if I decide that I actually know it's in Idaho or I believe it's in Idaho, and God, I might be wrong, I am going to be able to not say certain things, but I will never say, yeah, go get it in New York. It is in New York. I won't say that. I will say where I actually believe it is. In this case, there were 15 of us working on this. Somebody else in chat just said it because I didn't want all the hate. I'm getting all the hate. Mike's not getting the hate. It's okay. People attack women.
Well, I
it.
just don't pay attention to what other people say. That's all. K-Pro lets me know what she sees on the internets and the videos and the Facebook posts. I just kind of ignore all that. But.
Yeah, well, and I just think in general, some people are saying, well, are you misleading? You need to show exactly rationale. So here's two things we're going to do tonight. Not that I like to respond to the haters, but just so you understand, 15 of us were there, and 15 of us will probably be there in 45 minutes. One, you're invited, hater. You're invited, troll.
Private
You're
Zoom.
invited. And if we boot you, just don't get nasty, but you can see what we do in those. Second, we are going to share everything we did the first time around because it was so random. Mike was trying to fix his computer on Saturday and he wanted to do what he called, quotation fingers, a stress test.
Stress test.
And he's like, do you think we'll even get 1 or 2 people? And we had 15. We spent 2 hours. I'm not the one that overlaid the map. I'm not the one that brought up the waterfall and matched the waterfall, but it was in there.
Thanks, Minotaur. We appreciate it.
And so in general, though, here's what I want you to know. If I were a betting person, and I am, you guys know that, I will probably be boots on the ground this week for one of the 2 hunts. I don't know which one. I can tell you which one I think. I think it's going to be Mr. Clue, but I don't know which one.
Shout out to Mr. Clue because he's doing a hint tomorrow, which I think will go live and show for not live on YouTube, but we will do a Zoom. So if anybody's interested in getting on the Zoom, that will not be on YouTube, but we can talk whatever treasure hunt you want to. So sorry, go ahead, K-Bro.
So still remember, even though I do believe that Mike and I are here to give the community information. Some people asked, I just found out now because of you about this new treasure hunt. Can you now not tell anybody else and delete your posts? No. There are 1,600 views now. When there was about 400, people were like, shh, don't say anything more. No, I still want to get the information out. Do we have to share every hint? I can tell you, Mr. Clue, we're not sharing every hint. Why?
Well,
Because we don't have to. We're treasure hunters too, you little turds.
but here's the deal. We would never intentionally mislead somebody. We
Right.
would never say, hey, I really think it's in Florida when we really don't think it's in Florida, or just as an example. There's a difference between misleading somebody and not giving information. There's a searcher that reached out to us that solved something major with Mr. Clue with the Catan treasure. So we have a deal with them, and we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to, we can't share that because it's the searchers. They're the ones that figured it out. And for now, they want to see if we can find the damn thing. So, yeah, but that's different than misleading people. We're not going to tell everybody Catan we think's here when we know it's somewhere else. We have a pretty good idea of where it is, but we're not going to disclose where that is. If you guys don't like that, I don't know what to tell you. But as far as why would we have to mislead somebody? These treasure hunts are hard enough without trying to intentionally mislead somebody. It's somewhere in the U.S. is something you have to find that's usually about this big or that big. And, that's hard enough.
Well, and here's the other thing. Somebody said on this new treasure hunt, oh, it looks like some of you already have it figured out. I'm all done. I'm not going to get into it. I'm all done. Do you know how many people said they had Forrest Fenn figured out for years? And I said, hell no. Meet me, because at this one, no one knows anything yet. We all know 48 hours, like 16 people had seen it. So no one knows anything on this. Let's just have fun. This is the first one. I got many emails. They're like, this is the first one you seem excited about. It is. This is the one that gets the extra date, maybe the kiss goodnight, because
No.
I'm excited about it. What do you mean? Oh, this is a treasure hunt.
Mr. Clue is a pretty cool one too. I'm excited about
Mr.
the
Clue's a
Catan one
cool
as well.
one, but I had a hard time with Mr. Clue. It's only recently. And I do have to say, it's kind of like, and I never did, like if you went on a first date with somebody on Friday and somebody on a different person on Saturday, and then on Monday you like them both, that's what's happening right now. So I'm just saying, I'm just trying to figure out which one to go to. And I happen to have this week, as of Wednesday, I have a little bit of downtime. If I have to travel for a day or two, I'm just saying it's going to happen. But okay.
Well, anybody that doesn't like it, we just say this.
Whoa, you're angry.
They're angry. I don't know why. I don't know why they would be angry at us, but they shouldn't be, because there's enough treasure hunts to go around, everybody. If you don't like our show, don't watch. I don't know what else.
But this one in particular, you wouldn't even know about it. I can't believe anybody's mad about this one, but that's okay. I'm not gonna.
As far as, you guys figured it out, I'm going to quit. Ask Minotaur Moreno. Don't ever stop just because somebody thinks they figured it out. I was going to go for the breakfast tea and bourbon. I was going to hop on a plane and fly out there. And I thought, you know what? So many people know where it is. It must have been found. It wasn't. And I could have had a shot of figuring it out, what a lot of people missed, not just Minotaur Moreno. A lot of people were in that park where the thing was and missed it. So don't ever give up, just because you're like, somebody's going to find it. A lot of people can miss what's right in front of them. So I don't think that's a valid reason to not go look. Is that, somebody will get it because they know where it is, that type thing. Yeah. There's treasure hunting.
I will answer that.
Wins.
Yeah, I will answer that at the end. Welcome to High School 2.0. Okay, but here's what we want to do, just for the people that feel like they're the outsiders that aren't really. We're going to go over, just actually more for anything, this is a way to say this is what happens in Zooms. The Zooms are pretty cool because everybody's pretty open. It was impromptu. I think Holly said that earlier. And it was just a way that we were stress testing Mike's computer. And I will say, about an hour in, Mike's computer exploded, and we had to.
The blue screen of death. Many times have I been getting it.
Yeah. And so, but here's the thing: there is a pixel comment or clue. We think we've cracked that. The map overlay on a topo, we think we've cracked that. The waterfall, we think we've cracked that. Bill Murray, why is he in there? We think we've cracked that. New York, we think we've cracked that. But here's the thing, we might be wrong. So if take whatever we have and figured it out, or
Just
go
'cause-
boots on the ground, or whatever.
Just because we talk about a clue about a treasure hunt doesn't mean we're right, everybody. Everybody's got to make your own opinion. Everybody rides their own ride. We welcome you to come along the ride with us with the Zooms we do and with the live show we do. But me and K-Pro, we work on the hunts, but we're kind of, the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park is open for everybody to enjoy the rides. So I look at it like this, everybody. Remember the awesome 1983, 84 movie, Something Wicked This Way Comes? Have you seen that one, K-Pro? Something
never
Wicked
heard of
This Way Comes. Jason Robards. Me and
don't know.
K-Pro are like Mr. Dark. The carnival comes into town, the mysterious carnival sets up, and at midnight, Mr. Dark, the leader of the carnival, is walking down Main Street throwing out flyers for the carnival. And that's what me and K-Pro do. We throw out flyers for the rides in the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park. And we let you know, but we also ride the rides ourselves, and we're also going to try and find it. And we are going to get the Catan, and we are going to get the Tumblebear Load. And when you guys don't, if you guys don't like it, I did go to Fry's JK Pioneer, and I got 2 sticks of RAM, and I'm hoping. So I've not had the blue screen yet. I haven't tested the RAM.
Oh my
which I
God!
need to
Knock
do
on
tonight.
wood. Knock on wood.
Right now it'll go tonight. So yeah, we let you guys know all about the rides.
You see
Something
Nomadic?
Wicked This Way Comes. Anybody? It's a good movie.
Nomadic says what? Cowlazars? You could be wrong. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. I appreciate
The
it.
only thing that we're not wrong about is we're trying to be genuine and give the community information. We've spent way too much time on this. Let's get to content. But I have received enough on this particular one, Tumblebear Load, which the guy actually said, thank you to Cowlazar for. So,
That's right.
yeah, if you, and, well,
And then K-Pro said,
Did I do good, Daddy?
I don't know where that's for.
shame on
I
you.
have no idea. It's just a drop. It's a soundboard. I got to use it. Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. 6 Treasures Film, everybody. Joshua, I'm probably getting the link wrong. So on Facebook Messenger right now, Joshua, send me the link and I will share it in the chat and I will show it, especially since you're getting close, right? So yeah, let me know.
Minotaur said,
treasuresfilm.com,
are
but I
the
wanna make sure I
rumors
got it
true
right.
that Cowlazars is banned from the libraries? I think that's true.
The libraries. What does that mean?
Where did you sit in front of at Vegas Die?
Just stick it in there, huh? Well, I stuck it in a Minotaur about breakfast, tea, and bourbon. He did it back. That makes sense. All right. I get you. I think both of us, Minotaur.
You have a brain like a chicken.
We both second place, but that's all right. Oh, we hit our second chest this past week. Joshua says 6treasuresfilm.com. Everybody, that'll be cool. That's right,
Yeah.
Copper.
I do like so I'm gonna do one shout out. If you did the Cowlazars K-Pro versus challenge extraordinaire that we did, you have a survey in your box. We have about a 25% response rate, which is actually really good, but I'd like a few more. So please check your email, and the survey takes less than 5 minutes. We're getting a lot of good information. We are going to hash it out. We are ready for the next one, and we already have something really special in store. Okay, let's get to Tumblebear Load first, and then we are going to get to Mr. Clue second. Not that I like Mr. Clue any less, but this is new. This is the one causing controversy. This is the one that's gone 0 to 100 very quickly. It has some differing interpretations. Some people read Jenny's mysterious writing, said, where did Red Lake come from, or red something? It's a red
People
herring.
have other ideas. We may be wrong, right?
Yeah. And she just said in her article she heard from someone that heard from someone or something. So we're going to go over actually what we saw and actually walk through. And you might look at it and go, nope, that's not it. And that's okay. But we want to at least share the little bit we have with you. So
thank you, Christy. Thank you, Eleanor. Or was that Sam, Searcher Sam? And to answer me honestly, yes, the surveys for the Grand Adventures were sent. So please fill those out and get those back to K-Pro. She's starting to come around to the idea of which one was better, but that's fine. It's not about which one was better. It's about having a fun grand adventure and a fun puzzle. So we're going to get the feedback and we're going to make a new grand adventure, and it's going to be a little different. It's going to be a little better, and you guys will get the details.
Actually, it's going to be a lot better based on your feedback. Your feedback has been, here's one of the biggest surprises I know I had, but you guys don't like hints. I was shocked. I thought we were helping, and you guys were like, I wanted to go long. I mean, I'm really surprised by that. greatly dislike. It was a Likert scale.
Right.
It was greatly dislike. It wasn't only a little bit. It was, but I did ask a question at the end. If you were to vote and you only could pick one, is it K-Pro's hunt or Mike's hunt? And I'm not going to say which one because things can still change. But I'm not
Well,
doing so hot.
Yeah, well, one of there's a survey we sent out. One of them came back and just said this.
Goddamn white boy.
So I don't know what they like better, but I guess that was for me. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
After your all's hunt, what did you learn about a great hunt? What did you find out that you didn't expect?
No hints. Randy was right. No hints is the way to go. You were right, Randy. Not that you shouldn't give a hint. You should, but no hints is usually what people want.
Well, and here's what I'm surprised about. People hated ciphers, but they didn't like what they seemed unorganized. They needed my poem in a very linear form. Like the first line gives you this, and then the second line gives you that. Yeah. And I was surprised by that they needed it that spoon-fed to them.
I think people, and I wouldn't call it spoon-fed. I think people want to know what the parameters are. With Forrest Fenn's poem, there are 9 clues. It will lead you right to it. You kind of go, oh, okay, let me read the poem, figure out what the clues are. Yours was just kind of, it was hard. Like if I didn't know the solution, I don't think I would have been able to figure yours out.
Well, and several people said you needed specialized knowledge on poker, even though the person that won did not have any specialized knowledge of poker. I get that. And there was no red herrings, but really the entire poem was red herrings because it was about Forrest Fenn, but it wasn't. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, that's where I look at it and go, I see the point. I didn't think about it that way. So it's helped me realize, there's other ways to think about it. And I do have to say, after watching your show where you walk through all of them, I enjoyed that more than I thought I would.
Yeah, well, to me, there's a logic to the way I presented it, the way the crossword puzzle was done. There was a pattern. You have to figure it out, but that's part of the grand adventure. There was a pattern. There was a logic to it. And of course, people might not agree with me. My logic might not be everybody's logic, but I thought it was fun. It was fun to put together. I'm glad you guys had fun. And we're looking forward to doing the next one, which we're working on. So, okay, Tumblebear Load. We wanted to go through and give the clues on how we understand them. Is that what we're doing?
So first, no, I'm not going to allow that one. Let's first talk about, so Tumblebear Load is what we talked about last night. It's a new treasure hunt. The guy seems to have put a treasure box out there with silver in it. And some sort of mystery box. Some people said it's just the silver because that was what was out on an article that was put out. It seems that there's a box of some sort that has some information in there. That's the first thing. And that's all we really, really know. Somebody did say, though, that it is armchair, meaning you don't have to go boots on the ground. I have no direct information. I believe you have to go boots on the ground. I see no information on the website or the video that says you can do this armchair.
For the Idaho one? For the Tumblebear Load?
Yeah.
Of course you have to. I don't even understand the question. You have to go get the silver. I mean,
I got a lot of emails about it, but I believe
they're asking, can they email in a solution and win something?
Yeah. So one of the articles said it's armchair. It's not armchair. In my opinion, it's not armchair.
Well, there's a definition of armchair. Some people think armchair means you can get the exact spot from home from your armchair and then you go get it. There is a different, they may not look at armchair like we do. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. Like 99.9% of the search community.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, you have to go boots on the ground. Let's put it that way.
You do. Yeah. You have to go get it. It's like Forrest Fenn's poem. If you find it, you get to keep it. You have to go get it. You have to go find it. Okay.
Okay. So the first thing, there's a couple things I'm going to want you to bring up. So can you bring up the place that the waterfall exists in the video? And then at the same time, also bring up the Stevens Park map.
Video.
Boom.
Okay. All right.
And then bring up the Stevens Park video or park. Do you remember when we brought up that?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can find you need the match. Are we looking for the picture of the waterfall?
Yeah. So during the Zoom, guys, we did this, and somebody found like a picture that was oddly, almost perfectly in a coincidence of Stevens Lake, and it's obvious that it's the same waterfall, which is at I think it's at Upper I think it might be lower, but I think it was upper. Okay, as you're doing that, I'm going to go over a few of the other hints that we think we have that we want to provide to all of you, because we're kind of in the beginning of this together. Because I do have to say, he has said he is not, okay, this was another inaccuracy that is out on the blogs right now. He has not said that the video is useless and it has no clues. He has said the map is going to be key. And if you have a familiarity with this terrain and this particular location, that doesn't mean you have an advantage. That is how I interpreted what he said. And we can bring up his website. So that doesn't mean that Bill Murray being in here means nothing. And him singing New York, New York means nothing. It's just not going to be the way that you find the exact spot. The exact spot will be found through the map, in my opinion. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, that's correct. He said the only way you can find the location is on the map. And he said there's two ways, but you have to use the map. In other words, the whole thing is the map. You're not, in my opinion, you cannot find out where this treasure is on his video alone.
On the correct, but the video does have value. Those
Video
are two
has
different
value,
things.
but you're not going to know where to look. You don't know where to go. Yeah, in my opinion.
Well, okay, so do you believe, let me ask you a question. Do you believe if this waterfall is at Stevens and the Bill Murray connection we make and the New York, New York connection we make is all in the same area, do you believe if all of that points to one area that it could be in like Alabama, like it's a red herring?
No, I believe it is in Idaho,
okay,
or Montana, because the confirmer is the topo map. When you pay the $1 to see the map, you can confirm that it's in Idaho. I mean, unless that map is not where it is, but why would he show a map and that's not where the treasure is?
Exactly.
Now, I found a picture of the waterfall, but doesn't it look exactly like what we looked at before?
Yeah, so we were in Zoom, somebody brought up and shared screen and actually brought up, it was like green and white. Yeah, it brought up, so there's the waterfall.
There's this waterfall. And then here is, right here is the Stevens, little known waterfall hike in Idaho. It's short and sweet. This is at Stevens Lake, everybody. But this doesn't look exact. The one we saw looked exact.
The one we saw.
Like, here's another one, but that doesn't look like it either.
No, it's
that doesn't.
Yeah, I could try to bring it up, but we actually went to the Stevens map. I think it's a national forest.
Sure. If anybody out there has it, the actual map that we were looking at, send it.
Well, I like how Lisa says it. I think the video gives the general area. I think that's exactly right.
General area, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and Montana's very close. It's actually right at the border of, we don't know if it's Montana or Idaho. It could really be either. So that's the first thing, is the waterfall. I think the one that we saw, that one's close, but it matched exactly. There was no question. So why is Bill Murray there? And someone said in the Facebook, that's not Bill Murray. How can you tell? And
that is Bill Murray. I mean, if you know the movie Stripes, so here, actually, do I have to find a picture of Bill Murray now?
No, but like it is pretty small. Wow. I do have to say, I couldn't tell that was Bill Murray.
It's from the movie Stripes.
I understand what you're saying.
There it is right there. Actually, look right here. That is the picture, right? And now we'll go back here.
Is he pointing?
Yeah, he's pointing. He's doing this.
Okay, I just don't have good enough eyes. Okay.
Right. Well, so, I just know Bill Murray movies. I just know it's him. This is.
Oh, Randy's heading to Idaho. Stop it, Randy. Stop it.
Okay. That's him. Now, what does that mean? What does the Bill Murray clue mean?
Well, what does it mean? So there is Murray, right, in the same general area as Stevens Lake. Remember?
Yeah, there's a Murray, Idaho. There's a name of a town called Idaho. Now, do we know that's what it means? No, it's just, but this is our guess. We're telling you guys what our guess.
This is our guess. So Christy Meeps just asked, I haven't seen the original clip. What's the Bill Murray reference? He's sitting in the waterfall and we're wondering why. And then we found a Murray, Idaho, which is relatively near the spot that we have been looking. So is it exact? No. Does it kind of give you another confirmation? We're going to go over a few more in a second.
Right.
Animal House, which is a zoo. Okay. Waterfall fixture was found in all trails.
Zoo.
Lisa said it's in all trails.
All trails? Okay.
ALL, all trails.
ALT, I thought. Oh, all
trails? Yeah, like
Space
Ghost said, I can't see Bill Murray. It's too small. For me, it was too small, but everybody in the chat was like, no, or in the Zoom.
That's fine.
Like, that's it. And that's okay.
You got to make your own decision. That's fine.
Yeah. So, but then he's singing New York, New York, and biting an apple. That means it's in New York, Cowlazars.
And he says New York, New York in the beginning. What could that mean? You're right. We thought it was New York as well. I reach out to some searchers we know that live in New York. Like,
But
hey,
what was
check this
it?
out.
What did we find that references New York, Mike?
There is a New York silver mine right there in the Idaho area.
And we have found out this gentleman works for the silver mine.
A silver mine, right? Not that. I don't know what company, but he's
I
a
don't know what
silver
company.
mine kind of person. That's what he does.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to find the
there
picture.
is now. I know. I just don't want to have dead air time, so
Yeah, I know.
I'll keep going with different ones. So now there is a New York mine. If you want to bring that up, you can. There is a New York mine in this area as well. So now we have, and we haven't even shown the map. The map actually overlays. It is a map of the region. So we have the map. We have the waterfall, we have Bill Murray, and we have New York, all in this area. Again, that might not be enough for you. Go search New York.
Yeah, that's all you can do is make your own decision and go. Yeah, I see some pictures, but again, somebody would have to send me the exact picture we were looking at because I'm just not seeing the same one we looked at. But it's out there. If you look at there's two waterfalls apparently in this Stephen Lakes area, and there's a big one and there's a little one. This is a picture of the big one that we believe, but
Right.
you know, that's us. You
Now,
guys
the
can
one
throw-
that we cannot show because we purchased and we're not going to show, just like if somebody purchased our poem or our videos, we ask for those not to be shared. So we're not going to share that, but I can tell you it's a topo map and it overlays. I actually was a little off with the ridge line versus the freeway, and I was corrected. I think it was James who was so helpful. James is like, no, that's a little bit south. And it overlays exactly the topo map over. And the map is kind of you might have a waterfall, you might have Murray, you might have New York. That's nothing in comparison to the map overlays to the area.
But here's the deal. We need to show you something. Is it here or is it on the website?
Is it a New York state of mine? No, I think it was called New York Mine. I brought it up earlier.
New York Mine. Yeah, the New York Mine. So here's the deal. This is what you pay to see. This is uncovered when you pay the dollar. Okay, so listen. The location of the treasure is not as apparent as it may seem in the video. To me, that's a direct meaning that New York, it's not in New York. It's not as apparent as it may seem in the video. The video does not give anyone who might be familiar with the area an advantage. There are only two ways to solve this, and they are contained in the map. There's a poem on here. There's a topo map.
And there's a map overlay with those a ding dong thing.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Okay, wait, bring that map up again. The one that's public.
I did get an email with there it is. This is what we believe. Here, this is the email that this is the thing. What? The website right here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go down. Bring the map up that's on the okay. So when you buy the map, it takes like the upper left half of it and you actually see it a lot more clearly. It pixelates, and we're going to talk about pixel in a second because we think we've cracked that. And you can actually see some of the words, and you can see the topo portion of the map. Sam said she posted. Okay.
She emailed me. So here is the picture of this waterfall, right?
Yeah.
Check this out. So check that out. Boom. That's the waterfall right here.
Yeah, there's no question.
Stevens Lake in Idaho. So check it out. I don't know if I could do a side by side, but kind of look at that. So in our opinion, that is the lake, everybody. You got this rock that protrudes. Now this angle's a little different. He's closer. He's all the way up here.
And the water's a little heavier.
This rock, that rock,
yeah.
You know what I mean? These trees that come down, this tree that comes down, to us, that's a match. Now, that does not mean the treasure is at this waterfall. Bill Murray is not pointing at the treasure. At least we don't think so. Because he said it's not as apparent as it may seem.
But it rules out New York to me.
It gives us the general area of Idaho, Stevens Lake.
See, we can be ornery like some other people do and say, you're wrong. But no, we're not going to do that. We're just going to say in our opinion. So between the map, the waterfall, Murray, and New York, they all point to a general, I'd say 100-mile radius. 100 miles is huge in comparison to a box that is not bigger than a couple feet. So
Yeah, Minotaur says that's definitely the spot. That's definitely the waterfall. Again,
Right.
The treasure hunt may be far away, but we know it's Idaho. We know it's in that on that topo map is identified where that is.
Do I
Okay,
keep
you got to
saying
pay your
Utah?
dollar. And you
I'm
gotta
so
get the map.
sorry. I'm so sorry. But
What's that?
I keep saying Utah. I'm sorry. Idaho potatoes. Idaho potatoes.
Mulan, Mulan is the name of the city that's closest to Stevens Lakes. Bill Murray
Yeah.
found the treasure. Okay, so that's the Tumblebear Load. The pixel thing is just him saying the map is pixelated, right? That's not really a clue.
No, I think it's
Oh.
I think it's something a little more.
Okay.
And somebody put this in comment. So Mike, can you Google pixel $1 million? I don't know. Go to the comment on our last video. Pixel $1 million. So there was a guy back in. Well, you bring it up, and there's a Wikipedia on it. You see what I'm talking about? You're muted. So Space Ghost, there is a poem and a map that are all one and the same. You pay $1 and you get a view. You do not get it forever. So make sure. And somebody actually said how you can save it. We just did a screen capture. Did you bring up?
Well, if this is it, yikes. So what this guy did is out of this picture, he sold one pixel for $1, and there's a million pixels. See, a million pixels, $1 per pixel, own a piece of internet history. What does that mean?
Well, it was crazy because the last pixel went for like $28,000 on eBay. So in general, I think if it's something like that, he revealed each one as it was purchased. So I believe that is something similar to what we're talking about here. It's the map, and the map's going to be unpixelated, depixelated. I don't know the right term. I'm not a techie person.
But I don't think it's $1 per pixel. I don't think he's doing that. Do you?
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
No, but some people said pixel means a movie because there's like Pixel Enterprises. Some people said pixel means a video game. I think it's nothing more than the map is going to become more and more clear through pixels. Right. That's in our opinion only.
Okay. I think we talked that one to death. I think people are going to believe what they want to believe, regardless of what.
But they didn't do the Zoom for 2 hours. I think this was important.
They should have been in the Zoom. You're
well,
right.
So let's talk about that.
For 2
let's
hours,
talk about that. How does that work, Mike? How do I get on this?
Just email me. It's simple. When we're done going live here in 15 minutes, we're probably going to go long, but at some point tonight, I will just email everybody who wants the link to a Zoom that is not going to be on YouTube. And we just come in and we talk about different treasure hunts. That's it. And we may wrap it up. We may just do an hour. We may go longer. It just depends on who shows up and we want people to come in that have something to offer. That's all. Don't just come in and listen. I mean, you can do that for now, but we may look at frowning upon that later on. Some people just come in, never turn on their camera, never turn on their microphone, and they just never say anything. But if you have ideas, they're just conversation starters, because some of these puzzles, like Beacon Star, some of the ones that are really hard, it's going to take a view. It's going to take a group collaboration to solve some of the things. Casey Maw with the super chat says, here is 10 more views of the map. Thank you, Casey Maw. So what we plan on doing is Saturday, we are going to spend the $1 and purchase it for the map to see if he updated it by Saturday or not.
Oh, but wait, if he does what he said he did when he did.
It's low for some reason. I don't know.
When he did his shout out to Mike, he said, I will give some updates. One of the biggest questions is, how do you know when it's updated? And I'm hoping that he gives that out in a video very soon. So he said he was going to have it automatically reveal over time, but didn't trust his PHP. And so he needs to do it manually. Yes. And he said very soon. Very soon in Treasure Hunt Talk means he's going to have it out by late tonight. No,
Space Ghost, you got to turn that up somehow, Caper. I don't know what's going on, but it goes low, and I don't know why. Space Ghost says, does the poem point to Idaho also? That is a very good point. The poem is probably going to tell us where to go. The poem is not uncovered yet. The first line of the poem is uncovered except for the last word and then a couple other lines, but we can't really read what it says yet. We're waiting for that to be uncovered. And yeah.
Yeah, Sam Searcher Sam, it was a great Zoom, and I think it was the best Zoom we've ever had. And it was so impromptu. It wasn't planned. Nobody knew what was happening. They just jumped in. That was it. That was it. It was great. Okay, so we think it's boots on the ground. We think you will definitely need that map and poem, but I think the video helps, in my opinion. That doesn't mean it's true. I do believe you have to go boots on the ground. Doesn't believe it's true, maybe. And someone else, they published a different area because they heard from someone it was in another area, that's okay. They can. I hope we've provided maybe a little bit. Have you sent out the emails for the Zoom link yet? Not yet. We're going to do that right after this tonight's.
Yeah, we do it right before we go live. Like I open a Zoom and then just let people come in. So if you want to be on that list, you've got to email me at cowlazars@gmail.com. And then I will email you whenever we go live. And you're on the list for good. Whenever we have a Zoom, I'll just email you. Instead of having separate Zooms for AGK and Beacon Star and Mr. Clue and whatever else, Tumblebear Load, I'm just going to have one list and you just join if you want to. We just randomly do
Right,
Zooms.
the
And
Tumblebear
join if you want.
wheel. There might be a wheel involved. That's all I know.
Analama Ding Dong. I thought that was the name of the treasure hunt.
Oh my gosh. Here's what Toby did to me. And everybody thinks of Toby as a very serious person. He sent me a message late last night. And it said, will you go, Tumblebear Load, will you go boots on the ground with us? I'm assuming us was him and Shelly. It might have been him and Jason. I don't know. And I said, of course, where are we going? And he said, Washington. It's a Washington apple. There's so much. And we're texting back and forth. I said, have you seen our show? And he's like, yes, but you're wrong. And I was thinking, New Mexico fishing regulations, New Mexico fish. But I didn't say that. I said, would you consider a different area? And he's like, no, are you willing to go? And I'm like, yes, just for the adventure. But are you serious? And he goes, I'm not serious. He just
Yeah, I know, Minotaur. We're gonna get her a new headset. Is what we're gonna do. Yeah.
okay. Let me go
I don't.
find.
It's just hard to hear. I
Let
don't know
me go
why. But.
find a different. I can find a different headset. I'll be right back. Mike, talk about Mr. Clue. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. Or maybe just unplug it, plug it back in, K-Pro. I don't know. Okay. Mr. Clue has got a treasure hunt. Let's go look it up, everybody. You should already be subscribed, is what you should be doing. What was that? Okay. Give me 1 second. Mr. Clue. Okay, check it out. He's got a treasure hunt that uses the board game Catan. So if you're a Catan player, you want to check this out. Hint number 2 is going to premiere for the very first time at 5 p.m. tomorrow. I believe that's 5 p.m. Pacific. I didn't think about that. If it shows 5 p.m. for me, what's it show for you guys on the East Coast? So whenever this premieres tomorrow, and we'll get the countdown tomorrow, we're going to do a private Zoom, not go live on YouTube, but we'll do a private Zoom. Again, all you got to do is get on the list to see what the hint is. 286 subscribers. That's better than 230. I got a few things solved, so give us something juicy, Airborne 88 says. I found 2 ciphers. One of them does narrow it down. The other just creates more questions. Adams says I found 2 ciphers. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, that is on. And then you can go to Mr. Clue and check out everybody. It's for 20 grams of gold. I'm not going to show it. There it is. Still not found. There it is. 20 grams of gold somewhere in the U.S. All right. You back, K-Pro? So you got those on backward. Turn them around because there's a microphone. There's a microphone that goes down on the front. Yeah. No. No. Did you? So go to Zoom and make sure it's selected. But hey, on that one, if that's the one my old one, there's a microphone that has to come down like this. It's in the headset. You got to pull it down. I just don't know if that. There you go. Yep. Still can't hear you though. So, you're muted. Look in Zoom. You're muted in Zoom.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, that sounds better. Okay, take it away. So I just did Catan, Mr. Clue, and then we're going to go live for the big super secret hint tomorrow.
Okay, and then a big one that we have, AGK has given us both coins and some books. So we're going to start giving those out next show. We just got them today. Today's Monday, right? Today's Monday. So we just got them today. Thank you. So Toby, I don't know if you're in the room, but there you have it. So we will be giving those out. We'll figure that out sometime between now and Thursday. Mike, you wanted to go over a new hunt because we blew up Tumblebear Load. Did you want to go over that new hunt tonight?
Which one?
The one that you told me about earlier?
I don't know which one you're talking about. Which one?
You just told me a new hunt, honey.
I do not remember that.
Okay, we
Yeah,
will
I
talk
don't-
about that later. You
remember
said
a
it's
new
a new ride. Somebody else. Hi, Stacy. I'm so glad to see you in here. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I don't remember a new hunt.
okay.
I'm sure there is one. I just don't remember it off the top of my head. All I know is Denver's got a score. That's what I know. But go ahead.
Okay. So the only thing left is CJC, I think, asked earlier, could I please comment to do I think Forrest Fenn's passing was fishy? I think the ending of the hunt might be, it ended so oddly. I'm not 100% convinced it's exactly what we know. I am 100% convinced Forrest Fenn's passing was a 90-year-old man, had some sort of, I don't know what exactly happened, and he died. I don't think there's anything fishy about it. I think the family was extremely ready and they had everything because of the crazy searchers that are out there. I think they had an entire plan. So I said, how could this be? Because there wasn't a public ambulance. They had a private ambulance. They thought through stuff at a level. I do not believe there's anything fishy to any of this. I do believe it was sudden because I had some things planned of meeting him in the next week or two. So in general, are all the drawings for the Grand Adventure over? Yes, the Grand Adventure is over, so the drawings are over, but we will have more and we're going to do lots of things. What did I miss? Someone catch me up, Cape. And yeah, GTC, you're going to have to go back and watch. Did K-Pro just drop a Cowlazars honey? Honey. Yes, I do that.
Yeah, I do gotta reach out to Steven. Eleanor's like, is there supposed to be a clue? Because there were $40. I'll reach out to Steven and figure out what's going on. The other thing is he did an interview that I don't think most people have seen. It's on YouTube. We are going to post the link to that interview where I think he talked about a clue on the hintofriches.com in the Vegas die section. I'll go do that right now.
So Stacy, I would like everyone to sit tight on that idea. Because several of us had that idea. I think the family may have prepared us for this in that regard. I don't know exactly yet, so I'd like to give just a little bit of time. And I believe that, so getting a plaque for Forrest and having some sort of place that searchers can go, I believe, and just kind of pay final respects and kind of give, that will be something that, let's give it a little bit of time to see if we are getting that from the family first, and then then we can, plan something, do something, etc. But I don't think searchers need to do that quite yet because I think that's been organized or handled. It's just not out yet. I think they're dealing with the priorities that the family should, and then they will get to us as soon as possible. So, but you have to remember too, there might be a delay. If you saw the legal things, you saw that they are now, the transition has gone from Forrest to they are now being subpoenaed, requested to be subpoenaed. There's motions against them. There's legal things. They are on, kind of the attack. So they may need to be quiet for a little longer, but I'm not willing to plan something. I know Cynthia's not. I don't know who else would or wouldn't be, but we're not willing at this time until things kind of settle. And things are, we're definitely focusing more on the other hunts. We'll give updates as kind of we go. But at this point, I'm not going to do anything more because I don't want to go against the family's wishes. Am I crazy for saying the family shouldn't ever give the location of F's graves for fear of grave diggers? I wouldn't put anything past some people. So there you have it. There it is. So
I'm trying to log back into Hint of Riches because all my passwords are gone because I had to reinstall Windows 10. Damn you, Windows. All right. So I'll put the link up as soon as I get logged in here.
Nomadic, I believe the Finder. I do not believe the Finder will be coming out, and God knows I don't blame them. I don't think they'll be doing anything, and I don't blame them at all. If family is not sacred enough, then the Finder should be learning a lot right now. Finder, keep it zipped. So at this point, what we're going to do is if you have emailed Mike or you're already on the Zoom list, you will receive an invite to the Zoom. The private Zooms is where we give all the private hints. It's really where we just brainstorm and come up with ideas. I know on Beacon Star, some of his stuff has been solved at that during the Zooms. I think we've seen it with both of our hunts. We're going to discuss Tumblebear, we're going to discuss AGK, and we're going to discuss Mr. Clue, or maybe teed up. Mr. Clue is definitely going to be tomorrow night. I'm hoping by Wednesday morning I am boots on the ground for that baby, but we will see. They do have an invitation to the memorial service, though. I don't think so. But Pilgrim said they do have an invitation to the memorial service, though.
Who's they?
I don't know who they is and who's saying there's going to be a memorial service. So I think they've thought a lot about this because they've been through so much. I think they knew a lot of people wouldn't have a line. So we're not going to end on a negative note. We have Tumblebear Load. We have Mr. Clue. Those are the two I'm the most excited about. AGK, still so early on. There's going to be a lot to get through there. Yes, he gave a clue. Who gave a clue? Sam Searcher Sam. Who's giving clues? Okay, so that is what we have. Mike, are you good?
To riches, please wait 15 minutes.
Oh, so you put it in wrong 5 times.
Yeah. Okay, now I got to wait. But I will get a link up, which is a never before seen interview with Stephen Grogan, which was just done the other night. There was maybe 6 or 7 of us in there. So, yeah, you guys can watch that. You get all the info here. That's what we do here.
Oh, yes, he gave a clue, him being Stephen Grogan. Great.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Stephen did give a clue. Depends what you consider a clue. But, yeah, he told us something we didn't know before. But I will ask him as far as the 40 books. I'll find out. All the books are in the mail. So, yeah, guys, look out. I hope you all get them up by this weekend. But if not, it'll be next week for sure. How much is Tumblebear worth? It looked like 400 to 500 silver coins to me. So, to me, that's 500 ounces of silver. How much is 500 ounces of silver worth? Somebody do the math. 0.999 silver, 500 ounces. Somebody figure it out.
Yeah, and we did this in chat, and we came up with between 10 and 15,000, and somebody said they think between 15 and 20, so somewhere between 10 and 20. We don't know what's in that box. We don't know what's in that box. That's the exciting thing. That's the aha moment. Not only all those coins, there's something in that box. There's something in the box. I want the box. Give me the box. Mine.
Kickstarter coins and comics. Hey, I subscribed to your channel just last night. Okay. Sorry. I got a couple different things going on.
Okay. Marty Bird, maybe there's a knack left for Forrest to play. I don't believe so. I believe we might get something from the family of saying, here's where you pay your respects. Thank you. We're done. I don't know if they can at this point because anything they do is going to be, in a legal situation. So, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So that's Catan. That's Vegas Die. I emailed everybody the cipher in Vegas Die. What I'm going to do is email you guys the playing card suits in Vegas Die because we got the books later than we had anticipated. So we thought you were going to have your books by now. So normally we'd be doing a Vegas Die Zoom tonight, and we can talk about whatever you want. John Miller says 500 ounces is about 14 grand. Wouldn't that?
Right, but it's actually in a coin, so there's numismatic value.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that. It depends what the coins are. It depends if they're old or not. I think
and then there's a box.
Value is only if they're old. And who knows what's in that box? Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Could just be contact info if you find it, but there could
or
be
it could be $1 million. It could be a grant to $1 million home.
I just picked up NYX number 5. What is NYX number 5? Is that a comic I need to know about? So guess what I got? Ooh, can I show them, K-Pro? I can show them, right? The comic book I got. Let me go find it.
Okay, I'm trying to support my man here. Oh, wait, he still has his headset on. No,
yeah, I can hear you. So, of course, I have the 3 Jokers, all the variants that came out. But I picked this up off of eBay. Does anybody know what this is? Anybody? Come on, Kickstarter Coins and Comics. You know what this is, don't you? Captain Marvel says, I'm working on a solve for the Tumblebear. And Captain Marvel, I'm sending what I owe you tonight. You'll know what that means. Bullion copies are not numismatic, but they do carry. Yeah, those are not. I don't think there's a numismatic value to those. But I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. Usually it's a coin with a date on it that I thought, like a coin is numismatic value. Great information. Okay. I will join your team for the bear thing, not the golden frog looking thing. Okay. And that comic book is called Something is Killing the Children, which you can't find anywhere. So apparently it's got to be good, right? This is a variant, a number 1 that I got signed by the. Anyway. Okay. Something Wicked This Way Comes. Good movie.
Well, but here's the crazy part. I even went up to Bozeman when I was in Yellowstone. I was like, oh, I'll go by 2 different comic book stores. I went by both. They were sold out of this comic book that seems terrible, but I went there for my man. And then what happened? They had all these different versions of Catan. So I sat and had a half an hour conversation with the man about Catan. He was so nice. And it was funny because he goes, I said, look at this treasure hunt. He goes, oh, treasure hunt. My uncle's really into Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. I said, yeah, tell him Capro said hi and it's over. And he laughed. He was like, what? I'm like, yeah. So Tumblebear is located in Florida. Sure, GTC, head on down. We'll have to take care of it when I get with you. Anything happens for Forrest Fenn. Yeah. You will know on any of ours because it'll say Forrest Fenn update at the beginning in our title, because the amusement park is going to be difficult to maneuver because there's so many rides that are opening. There is a new one. Mike told me about it, and
there is sixtreasuresfilm.com. Here, actually, Joshua sent me the info. Let me show you guys right now. Now, yeah, we don't know. I don't think we know. We know where it is. It's somewhere in the U.S., but we don't know. So here, this is a new ride in the amusement park, everybody. Let's see what it is. sixtreasuresfilm.com. sixtreasuresfilm.com. I'm going to put that in the chat for everybody to go check out. So there is a trailer, and they've tied together a treasure hunt into a movie or into a film, which I think is an awesome idea. Season 1 starts September 2020. Well, it's already September. So does that mean it started? I'm not going to show the whole thing. You guys can watch it out yourself. This gives you the info. I don't know. Let's see. The treasures, the crew, Josh Pritchett. There you go. Info. Let's see what we got here. Anything I need to tell them, make sure you let me know. The steps are simple. Create an account on Six Treasures Film with a valid email. Purchase the season of your choice. How much does it cost? Grab some popcorn and watch each episode as it's released, or wait and binge watch it all at once. Find the clues within the series, create a solve, and go find a real hidden treasure. What is the treasure? Let's see. The treasures. This is a cool website. You got a lot of info. Season 1 is Hometown Madness. Now, this is Michigan. Is it Michigan? Oh, look, it's an upside down map. A little tricky. That might not be Michigan. What's that say? M-A-R. I can't make it out. Upside down. Okay. First treasure. Oh, we're located in Alpena, Michigan. Maybe that is Michigan. We've decided to bury the first box of cash somewhere within 500 miles from the center of Michigan as the crow flies. So maybe that is the new treasure hunt I was talking about, K-Pro. 500 miles within Michigan. Now, that will probably take you to Ohio, maybe over to Illinois. I don't know. The initial treasure value is $10,000, everybody. Each season will be sold as an entire season containing a number of single episodes. When combined, contain the clues. So I think we need to buy into this one, K-Pro, but we'll talk about that. The release date of the first season containing the clues is still to be determined, but is expected to be released before the end of all. Now, you got to update this, Joshua. This says August 2020, but we know the homepage says September of 2020. So I think the point is, the inspiration, Forrest Fenn. I think the point is they are close. So anybody that's interested, sixtreasuresfilm.com. And when we buy the episode, that's another Zoom we can do to talk about how it works.
We're going to be zooming all day long.
Now, Loki says, K-Pro, can we get another update on the documentary status on your next show? So he means the next show, not this show. But
yeah, sure.
Okay, on the next show.
See, because I met Loki, and I met Loki's wife, and they are lovely people. I will give them that update. I give anybody, but I really liked meeting Loki.
Nice, Nomadic. Very nice.
Well, Nomadic, it's kind of true. It's called Copper Dan's Turning Copper to Gold. He has a new one coming out. He announced that on Facebook today. So there you go. There you have it. There it is.
Okay, so I think that's what I got. What about you? Well, let's see if I can log into a little website called hintofriches.com. You guys should be checking out. It's got info on the rides in the amusement park. I did it right, K-Pro. Something's wrong here. Wrong. Oh, wait, 15 more minutes. Oh, that's great.
I know how to sign in because I
You
sign
do
in
it,
every
right?
day, not once a month.
When you reformat your laptop, then you will know. Then you'll be lost in the darkness. Okay. I think that's what I got. What do you got, K-Pro? Anything else?
So
Okay, so we are going to go do the private Zoom right now. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Yeah, pretty awesome. Tumblebear Load, Mr. Clue. Enigma of Dolos is still out there. Actually, you know what? Let's look up. And he said he's going to increase the prize pool. And I haven't been on the website.
when's Randy going to give out a hint?
I don't know. Randy's never going to give out a hint. Remember the Enigma of.
I thought he said once he gets so many reviews or so many.
I thought we already had that one. He already did it.
It wasn't a good one then.
Well, depends what's good. Okay, so it looks like Enigma of Dolos is still $1,500. But guess what, everybody? $1,500 is nothing to sneeze at.
Yep.
So Enigma of Dolos, this is a kind of a horror-themed treasure hunt. It's all armchair. You figure there's a cipher. Oh, you got to log in. There's a cipher and there's a poem. And then you email the answer. There are hints sprinkled throughout this site if you can find them. And the prize is $1,500 right now. He's got these cool movie clips, sound, music. So check out the Enigma of Dolos. I know Eleanor is looking for somebody to help, for some help on the Enigma of Dolos. I really haven't had time to look at it. So really, it's only 7-0 Bronco. I also took the over.
Oh, I got another
Keep hope
one.
alive. Keep hope alive. Maybe there'll be a flurry of activity in the second quarter. I need Denver to win by 3, and I need the over, and it will be a good day. But anyway, okay. Analama ding dong, everybody. The private Zoom's going to give me like 20 minutes, and we'll start up the Zoom, and I will email the link to everybody. So go make some coffee, go get a beer, go get something to eat, go do what you do.
Minotaur and everybody else, email Mike right now. By the time 10-15 minutes goes by, he'll get those emails. He'll add you to them. So send him an email and say, I want to be in the Zoom. And even if you're not going to be on tonight, just get on the list, I think. But Randy said in his last video that he had a new video with a clue ready to roll and it would come out soon. He is in chat. Okay, Randy, what say you? I made an hour-long video, uploaded it, and it had no sound. I was going to make a backup video tonight.
Randy, we want to know what you think about the Grand Adventure. So the solution videos are up. K-Pro's solution is up. My 2 videos for my solutions are up. Well, I know.
No, unfair advantage. He didn't participate in them, and he's gonna love yours and hate mine.
He was checking his proxy item in Denver. Treasure hunt in Denver, everybody, for like 7.
What's Mike's email? Okay, hold on. Let me put it.
Really? What's Mike's email? Seriously? Cowlazars@gmail.com. There, I beat you to it. So yeah, email me and say, I want it on the Zoom, and then you'll always be on the Zoom. You'll always get the invite. I'm just going to make one list to make it easier. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Hang on a minute. Go to hintofriches.com. Go to the Vegas die section, and by later tonight, I will have the link up to that video.
I put up on Hint of Riches. I got 2 emails from. His name's already out there, but I'm gonna just call him T-Bear because he's the T-Bear, not the T-Bear we know, but the loads guy. And I put him up on. I made a sub for him because I think I'm gonna be so excited about this Tumblebear Load. I'm calling him T-Bear because it's easier for me to remember. And all the information that we have so far is there. Some people are like, "Ooh, I'm excited. I'm gonna get into this." Put your information up there, and then the stuff that we talk about. That you want it private, keep it private. Anything is fair game in the Zooms, unless we hear otherwise from someone. Like we do have somebody that we're working with on Mr. Clue when we go and pick that one up that we have a little deal with. But anything that's in Zooms are fair game because somebody could be we don't record it. Somebody could be. I mean, hey, I've gotten secretly recorded.
People are recording it, but that's fine. It's when we say private Zoom, all it means is we are not putting it on YouTube. That's all we mean by private. Everybody's welcome to come in and give their 2 cents, but just be nice because I will boot you out. Never
Yeah,
been.
and we've never had an issue, but now that such good information is coming from that group, we expect it may happen. And so we reserve the right to say bye-bye sugar pie.
Okay, everybody, that's it. We'll do the private Zoom in like 15. Let's go, Denver. We need some scores. They're winning 7-0, but all right. Okay, we'll see you. If we don't see you in the private Zoom, we'll see you Thursday when we go live again.
So much happening. This amusement park is awesome. And it's one of those you have to get there really early. So when I would go to Disneyland every single year, that was my birthday present. When I lived in Southern California, we got there at like 6 or 7 a.m. and we stayed till midnight. That's what you have to do right now. This amusement park is crazy. And I'm itching. I'm going boots on the ground soon.
She's itching, everybody.
Itching.
And somebody said they think the Tumblebear Load is worth about 15 grand, is what 500 ounces. So to that, I say,
I can make that much money in 5 seconds.
there it is. All right, everybody. We'll see you in the private Zoom.